to be full of flavor. So when it's game time, make the winning call and grab a Sapporo. Sapporo, good with sushi, great with baseball.
This is Rogan and Rodney.
This is a make it or break it year for Justin Herbert. No, it's not. Let's start with that. They have to win the Super Bowl. Well, that's too lofty a goal. I think for the Chargers, success is defined by the eye test this year. A good regular season, a playoff win. In the second game, if you lose, you weren't blown out.
Weekdays at noon, live on AM 570 and streaming everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
California's #1 casino just got better. Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is now the only AAA 5-diamond rated casino hotel in the country. Become a Club Serrano member today and enjoy the added perks like exclusive rewards at Monarch Beach Golf Links and Palms Casino Resort Las Vegas. VIP at another casino? Trade up and take advantage of the tier and offer match program at Yamava. Voted #1 casino outside of Vegas by Newsweek. You in? Restrictions apply. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
We're in the bottom of the ninth. 2 outs and the pressure is mounting. If an accident has you feeling like you're down to your last strike, it's time to call in the heavy hitters. Jacoby and Myers has been clearing bases for injured Angelinos for over 50 years. They don't just play the game, they swing for the fences and get your life back on track. Call 1-800-5-MILLION to put a powerhouse in your lineup. Jacoby and Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Hi, this is Dave Roberts. Heading into summer without a medical emergency kit, that's a risk. Summer colds can linger, and getting sick on vacation can derail everything. That's why everyone needs a medical emergency kit. It includes doctor-prescribed medications to treat common and serious illnesses. So if you wake up sick at home or on the road, you already have what you need. It's like having an urgent care and pharmacy at home. Save $45 with code BLUE at urgentcarekit.com/blue. urgentcarekit.com/blue.
This year, Galpin Ford and the Bachman family celebrate 80 years of helping families find the perfect car, truck, or SUV. Over the previous 8 decades, Galpin Ford has become the largest Ford dealer in the world and has given back by supporting the Los Angeles community year after year. It's this focus on you, the customer, that has helped extend the Galpin Motors family to 13 brands. Be part of the birthday celebration this year. Visit Galpin Ford off the 405 at Roscoe and at galpin.com.
Back to the Galpin Ford broadcast booth
on the LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Here's Rick Monday and Charlie Steiner.
Live from Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium, it's the opening game of a homestand as your boys in blue are back in Los Angeles. Hi again, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Charlie Steiner, Tim Everett, and producer-engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. Well, Southern California has embraced the Dodgers back home with terrific weather. And now for the Dodgers trying to right their ship. It's a tough road trip to Chicago and over to Arizona. They're trying to right the ship tonight as the Kansas City Royals come into town. The Dodgers 70-48, now a 7.5 game lead over the second place Arizona Diamondbacks in the National League Western Division. In the background, Derek Skubal making his Dodger Stadium appearance for the first time, takes the field. The rest of his teammates right behind him. And for the Royals coming on, they're 49-70. In last place in American League Central Division, trailing the Chicago White Sox by 12.5 games in that category. Here's Dave Roberts' starting lineup. It'll be Shohei Ohtani, the designated hitter. He'll lead things off. Ohtani's been red hot the last 12 games, as has Andy Pages batting second. Pages is in center field. Freddie Freeman, bat warming up. He's at first base. In left field and batting fourth, Tommy Edman. Mookie Betts is at shortstop. Miguel Rojas gets the start at second base tonight. In right field, Teoscar Hernandez. So Hernandez will be in right field tonight. Max Muncy is at third base. And Hunter Fiducia behind the plate and doing the catching. For Skubal, overall his 18th start. His second start with the Dodgers. And for Skubal, the numbers are really good. Only a .208 batting average against. He's allowed just a 177 average with runners in scoring position. And for the big left-hander, he's allowed just a 189 average against right-handed batting. So for the Dodgers, hoping to get on track. All set to go. Game 1 of 3 against the Kansas City Royals. Happy to have you with us. Hammer to play. Here's Charlie.
Welcome home, Mo, and the Dodgers sitting at 91 and 71 and 47, 7.5 in front of the Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks at home tonight, a 4-0 lead over the Colorado Rockies. So here we are, the Royals at 49 and 70 have Nick Lofton leading off, right-handed hitting third baseman. And here's the first pitch from Skubal. Call strike inside corner at the knees. And it's 0-1. Bobby Witt Jr. hitting second. Jack Caglione, the first baseman, hitting third, and Sal Perez, the catcher, in the cleanup spot, and a call strike to Lofton. It's 0-2. Carter Jensen is a DH. The veteran Starling Marte in right field. Michael Massey, the second baseman. And you've got Isaac Collins and Kyle Isbell rounding out the batting order. Now the 0-2 to Lofton is low. Here's 1 ball, no strikes. Correction, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lofton at 243, 5 home runs, and he is knocked in 35. Skubal, the fast worker, stands on the third base side of the rubber and delivers a little bloop shot into right field for a base hit. They used to call it a duck snort, and that's exactly what it was. Just a little dinker into right, but a leadoff single for Lofton.
You know, both of those teams try to get on track. It's been a long season already for the Royals. They've also come in having lost 3 of the last 4 games.
It's 10 after 7, 78 degrees, and tonight's time and temperature brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And here's the great Bobby Witt Jr., 284 on the year, 13 home runs. He's knocked in 42. And the first pitch, 1 hopper to third, out at second, too late to first. Muncy at third base tonight, Betts at short, Rojas at second, Freeman is at first. The outfield, Tommy Edman in left, Andy Paez in center, and Teoscar Hernandez in right, and Hunter Fiducia is the catcher. 1 out, 1 on, and there's Jack Caglione stepping in. Left-handed hitting first baseman with a bundle of power. 20 home runs and 49 runs batted in. Skubal set at the chest. Lofton leads from first, and the pitch. It's high, 1 ball, no strikes. Corrections, Wet leading off at first base. Caglione awaits, quick toss to first. And Witt Jr. has 31 stolen bases. I mean, talk about a 5-tool player. He's it.
Yeah, the Royals, they will run. They've got 90 stolen bases.
Caught only 25 times. Here comes the 1-0 to Caglione. A little hopper up the first baseline foul, and is 1-1.
And a broken bat also just jammed. Caglione's been hot. He's hit safely in 10 of his last 11 games.
So here's Skubal, the 29-year-old left-hander, showing no ill effects from the nano-needle procedure that he underwent to remove a loose body or two from his left elbow back on the 4th of May. And by the 13th of June, he was back pitching. His 10 starts since returning a 2.88 ERA. The 1-1, runner goes, call strike, throw to second, too late. So Witt with a stolen base. Count is 1-2 to Caglione.
Well, they're going to try and force the issue, very similar to what we just saw in Arizona with the Diamondbacks. You know, there's 91 stolen bases. You look at the Dodgers, a disparity. They have stolen just 45.
So for Witt, his 32nd stolen base of the year. 1-2, Sal Perez on deck. Foul back and out of play. On Saturday, Caglione against the Cubs went 4 for 4 with a couple of home runs and 2 doubles. Now the 1-2. Low and outside. And it's 2-2. Well, we were talking on the pregame. Skubal enjoys the big setting. He feeds off it. And here he is making his Dodger Stadium debut in the Dodger home whites. Now the 2-2, Witt dancing off second base, and that forces Skubal to step off the rubber.
Yeah, he had to step off the mound, or the pitch clock was going to get him.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fouls it into the dirt, and Caglione will see another.
So Caglione, last 11 games, he's hit safely in 10 of those 11. The last 7 days, he's hitting at .478. How good is that? Well, it's the best average of any player in the American League this past week.
Now the 2-2, Witt leading off second, dancing a bit. Here's the pitch. Ground ball foul up the first base line. Into the waiting hands of Damon Hollins, Kansas City's first base coach. Vance Wilson is the third base coach. The Royals at 49-70. Now here's the 2-2. Ground ball up the middle, into center field for a base hit. Past a diving Mookie Betts. In to score is Bobby Witt Jr., and Kansas City takes a quick 1-0 lead.
Well, for Caglione, it shows why he's been hitting so well in the last week and a half. Remember, he was down quickly in the count, 1-2, fouled off a couple of pitches, also suffered a broken bat, winds up with an RBI single.
Salvador Perez. 17 doubles, a triple, and 16 home runs this year. And he takes the called strike. It's 0-1. He's been one of the great catchers of this generation. He's played every single minute of his big league career with the Royals. Now the 0-1, high and away. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. So Caglione with the RBI single extends his hitting streak to 9 games. Sun is setting. Lights are on. Puffy white clouds overhead. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2 to Sal Perez.
Well, you hope he just keeps swinging and missing. He's not missed on 319 career home runs with the Royals. That's their franchise leader in that department. 2 in front of George Brett.
Pretty good company. Now the 1-2. He takes high fastball. 2-2.
Well, Skubal actually saw Perez get the franchise lead. It took place on July 25th. That's before Skubal was a member of the Dodgers.
Now the 2-2. Perez grounds it to short. Taylor made 6-4-3 double play. Betts to Rojas to Freeman. But the Royals score first with 2 hits and leave 1. Dodgers turn to hit when we come back.
You thought it was just a room. Then you walked in. Next, you found the lazy river and the swim-up bar. Don't forget the casino floor. The delights add up faster than you can keep up. Fun follows a plan. Funner follows your desires. Make your choice at harrissocal.com.
Joe Davis here. From the booth, you learn pretty quickly. Things can change fast. At home, when temperatures swing and seasons change, comfort has to keep up. That's where Navien HVAC comes in. Built to adapt so your home stays comfortable all year long. So whether it's heating in the winter or cooling in the summer, you're covered. Navien HVAC, dependable performance, season after season. Learn more at NavienInc.com.
Where there's baseball, there's Budweiser, the official beer sponsor of Major League Baseball. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Let's talk about Galpin Genesis of Van Nuys. Yes, champions is what they are. Now part of the Galpin family, and Jack Ribicoff wants you to ask for him by name, the general manager of the whole joint. If you have been in the market for one of these great new Genesis vehicles, the G70s, the electrifieds, they've got them ready for immediate delivery. Over 200 new vehicles ready to be in your driveway or your garage. You can do all your lease and financing terms online, and they'll deliver that vehicle right to you. It's genesisofvannuys.com.
Ohtani to lead it off for the Dodgers. Ohtani's first at-bat is brought to you by Asahi Super Dry, Japan's #1 selling beer. Seek what is unique. So you got Ohtani, then Pages hitting second, Freeman at first base hitting third. Edman hitting cleanup tonight in left field. Betts at short hitting fifth. Got Rojas at second base. In the bottom third of the lineup, Teoscar Hernandez, Max Muncy, and Hunter Fiducia. Ohtani steps in at 292. 26 home runs. He's knocked in 71. Lefty against lefty. Noah Cameron delivers. Fastball strike inside corner, knee high, and it's 0-1. Ohtani just 1 for 11 over the weekend in Arizona as he takes inside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield plays Ohtani as a left-handed pull hitter. Outfield essentially straight away. As Ohtani swings and misses, it's 1-2.
Yeah, he pulled off the ball. And even though he struggled in those 11 at-bats in Arizona, the last 12 games, Ohtani's still hitting at 370 in that clip.
A ball and 2 strikes. Cameron, the lefty, delivers. Fly ball into right center field. And the right fielder, Starling Marte, calls off Kyle Isbell, makes the catch, first out of the bottom of the first.
Number 44, Andy Pages.
Now here's Pages. His bat has been heating up of late. 272 on the year, 19 home runs, 76 runs batted in. Takes a ball low, 1-0.
Yeah, it's been a good 1-2 punch because we mentioned Ohtani the last 12 games. Well, Pages the last 12 games hitting at 347.
As he takes a low and outside, it's 2-0.
Well, the Dodgers in that series against Arizona did not handle the changeups very well. And the reason I bring that up is because there's someone that was there watching.
Now the 2-0, outside, ball 3.
And that someone was the Kansas City Royals advanced scout. And coupled with their problems against the changeup in Arizona, Cameron has a very good changeup himself.
The 3-0, a 4-pitch walk to Andy Pages. This is Cameron's 23rd start of the year. 6-8, a 4.37 ERA. 124 innings, 60 earned runs. Opponents hitting 250 against him. And here's Freddie Freeman. He was happy to get out of Arizona, where he just went 1 out of 12 over the weekend. And he takes a ball outside, 1-0. Tommy Edman on deck. Cameron set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's a slider, what should have been ball 2. That's down and off the plate.
Cameron in his last 3 outings, 23 innings, 1 run, and a .39 ERA. As Freeman swings and misses, and it's 1-2. Cameron grew up about an hour's drive north of Kauffman Stadium. Quick toss to first. Pages has got 11 stolen bases on the year, back standing up.
You've seen Cameron probably just topped out as far as the velocity. Kind of average, 93, 94.
1-2. Missing low and outside. 2-2 to Freddie Freeman. So much has been mentioned. Dave Roberts has brought it up too. The 2-2, Freeman takes low and outside. It's 3-2.
It's the changeup. Yeah, I'm really surprised because, you talk about most teams, they'll handle the fastball pretty well. The question is off speed and the breaker.
How do you remedy that?
Well, I think a lot of it is approach and in the mindset, what are hitters going to home plate looking for?
3-2. Let's see if Pages goes. Nope. Swing and a foul back to the screen. Usually you don't hear that a given team.
No, you hear it the opposite way. Well, they're having trouble with off-speed pitches. Oh, they're having trouble with breaking pitches. Seldom do you hear, well, they're having trouble with the fastball.
3-2. Pages the lead at first in a toss over. He's back standing up.
But their scouts that were watching the 3 games in Arizona got a very good look about the Dodgers, how as hitters they mishandled changeups a lot.
Now the 3-2. Fly ball, left field, heading toward the corner. And a step in fair territory. It's caught by Collins, tagging and going to second is Pages. Those Dodgers with a runner in scoring position with 2 out. And here's Tommy Edman. Tommy's first at-bat is brought to you by Edmunds. Get an offer for your car. Find your next one all on Edmunds.com. Edman was just 2 for 12 this weekend in Phoenix. 279 on the year. As Cameron delivers low and inside 1-0. Children's Hospital Los Angeles has been delivering 125 years of hope and healthier futures. When your child needs championship care, visit chla.org. Edman taking low and inside. It's 2-0.
Roberts also, and a final comment about the fastballs. His comment today was, teams go after us with fastballs more than any other team.
Again, it's a curious thought because you so rarely hear that. The 2-0 is a ground ball, 1 hop to third. Lofton picks it up on his way to third.
When Paz runs into an out, the base running has been questionable at best the last few weeks.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
And now the second walk of the inning. The throw goes through into center field. Oh my, you never see that happen.
Here's the throw by Ibanez. It is way offline. The throw to second goes into center field. The throw to third goes into the Ranger dugout. Is that a home run? It is in some leagues.
Just throwing the bat at it. Look out. My goodness.
Grounded back to the mound. Cruz bobbles again. Picks it up and throws it away.
Oh, come on.
Left-handed DH tonight. First pitch of the second from Skubal. And the fly ball into right field. Heading on back, way back, is Pascal Hernandez. Makes the catch a step or two in front of the wall. First out of the second. It appeared as if Teoscar was having difficulty with the dusk. His first step was in, and he was able to race on back and make the play. Starling Marte, his 57th game with the Royals. .250 with a couple of home runs. Veteran right-handed hitter, takes high. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0. Marte takes a strike, 1-1. Bottom of the second. Brought to you by Budweiser. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Michael Massey on deck. Marte swings and misses at a changeup. And is 1-2. He's way out in front. Outfield straight away. Rojas, the second baseman, is shaded toward the bag. Muncy deep at third. The 1-2. Low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Marte swings, fouls it back. The Brewers have a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the third in San Diego tonight. The 2-2. Marte skies it to the right. Freeman heading over, and it's about 5 rows back beyond the Dodger dugout. The Mets beat the Braves tonight 8-5 in Atlanta. Here's a 2-2, swing and a foul back. As play begins tonight, the Brewers, with a 3-game lead over Atlanta, the Dodgers 4 behind for best record in the National League. Here's the 2-2, low and inside, 3-2. Those games are important. Of course, the teams with the 2 best records get a bye in the first round of the playoffs. The third team out of the 3 faces a best-of-3 wild card game, or wild card series, as Marte takes a walk. So here we are, and it's just the 11th of August, but these games are really beginning to count. Of course, they count over a course of 162, but the finish line draws closer and closer. Michael Massey, left-handed hitting second baseman at .262. Takes low, 1-0.
Well, Charlie, I agree 100%. I mean, these games are very important. This homestand is very important for the Dodgers to get their sea legs back underneath them. But their managers, look, we need to play with more intensity, and yet you run into an out to end an inning in the very first inning.
1-0, Massey fouls it toward the Royals dugout up the first baseline.
That's a lack of intensity, and again, the base running, and we put it mildly before, the base running from a team concept has been very questionable.
Well, one man's questionable, another man's abysmal. It's been brutal. Here's a 1-1. Massey rounds it to the right. It's 1-2.
Well, we talk about hitters having a plan when they go to home plate. As a runner, you have to have a plan. Recognize if the ball's hit on this side of the infield, do I advance to that side? Does it have to be hit to the other side? Where are the outfielders before the pitch is made?
The 1-2 to Massey. Marte leads off first. Massey swings and misses. So he's down on strikes. Second out of the second. And here's Isaac Collins.
We talked about Cameron having a very good changeup. So too, Skubal.
Skubal's got the full package. Collins takes low, 1 ball, no strikes. Dodgers with a 7.5 game lead on Arizona. 1-0. It is a call strike, 1-1 to Collins. I mean, it's been a while. It's not just a losing streak. Last 10 games, the Dodgers 2-8. Last 20, 8-12. Last 30, 13-17. Now to 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and a strike. The Dodgers have played 500 ball over their last 40 games. Now the 2-1. Collins fouls it off to the right. It's 2-2.
Well, Collins coming on, hitting just the 239. You know, you go back. Collins, remember, he was in the running for Rookie of the Year through 112 games, but then his play, both offensively and defensively, fell off.
2-2 with 2 out. Collins, right-handed hitter, grounds it foul toward the Dodger dugout. Kyle Isbell is on deck.
Collins, the 2 years with Milwaukee at the Big League Ball Club, total of 141 games.
Now here comes the 2-2 once again to Isaac Collins, who swings and misses. And a fastball upstairs, down on strikes. No runs, no hits, a walk, and a man left. Royals lead 1-0 after 1.5.
Pack your bags, it's time for a road twib. In a brand new segment, we're hitting the road, and our first stop is a big one. It's Yankee Stadium. Opened in 2009, Yankee Stadium's majestic presentation reflects the iconic look of the original stadium that once stood just across the street. Make your way over to Monument Park to see a collection of plaques and retired numbers that honor both Yankee legends and baseball greats. Over at the Yankees Museum, look back at over 100 years of team history. Time to grab a bite to eat. Maybe the classic chicken bucket or the ice cream chicken bucket. Whatever your appetite, they've got something for you. But the main event is always Yankees baseball, and there's not a bad seat in the house. Sit with the bleacher creatures in right field and join in on the famous roll call. Or take your place in the judges' chambers. Action and history are at every turn, and all fans will find something to appreciate at the home of the Bronx Bombers.
Wow, that pitch is hammered. Oh my goodness! It is on to the street. Teoscar Hernandez leaves Wrigley Field.
443 feet, 111 miles an hour. I mean, he hit this into the night. We talk about when you get the ball up in left field and it's leaving. Everything else has been right around the net and left. Mix.
Summer breeze makes me feel fine.
So they lead off with the Dodgers in the home half of the second. They'll be followed by Miguel Rojas and Teoscar Hernandez facing Noah Cameron. 27-year-old left-hander delivers the first pitch of the second. A call strike to Betts, and it's 0-1. Betts was 1 out of 10 this weekend against the D-backs. The 0-1. High and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bottom of the second, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. They make it easy. Outfield straight away for Betts, who takes high and inside, 2-1.
That's a pitch that Cameron will do a lot, and that's come inside. In fact, he does that a lot. Fastballs in first pitch in particular.
Now Betts finds a base hit toward the left field corner. He'll have himself a stand-up double to begin the second. They hugged the line, and Nick Lofton at third base had no chance.
Well, Charlie, here's where the Dodgers have really been inconsistent. This last road trip, they hit just 232 in this spot. They had 56 such at-bats, runners in scoring position. The opposing teams combined had 86.
Miguel Rojas stepping in. Miggy Rowe at 286, 3 home runs, 18 runs batted in. Takes low, blocked by Sal Perez, 1-0 to Miguel Rojas.
Here again is where base runners are thinking, okay, if the ball's hit to the left side of the infield, I have to wait, make sure it's hit through the infield. If it's hit to the right side, unless it's hit like really hard, he can advance over to third.
Short lead for Betts at second. Rojas awaits the 1-0. He swings and fouls it off to the right. Into the lower deck. It's 1-1. The double for Betts, his first extra base hit this month. Royals with a 1-0 lead. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody out in the second. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Perez. It's 2-1.
Well, he's one of those hitters that makes pretty good contact. The last 7 games that he's played in, 4 for 14, 286 average.
He's become a better hitter in the latter stages of his career. Another pitch that was low, and Perez blocked it. It's 3-1.
I think part of that reason, too, is that he's discovered, look, he can shorten up and go the opposite way. Well off the first base line. You got the first baseman. I mean, he's about a third of the way between first and second base. Way over.
Caglione, the first baseman, where he's standing a third of the way towards second. And Rojas fouls it back. Cameron has become a better pitcher recently. Why? He's calling his own pitches now. Forget the push buttons on his belt. I'll call it the 3-2. Foul back and out of play.
A lot of people don't understand is that that's 100% commitment on a pitch. There's a couple of clubs we understand still calling pitches from the dugout. So you want a pitcher that is going a pitch he's convinced he wants to throw, that you want to throw from the dugout, or do you want him to throw a pitch he's 100% convinced he wants to throw on his own?
How does he feel at that moment?
Exactly, and what does he feel that he has the best command of that particular inning?
3-2 to Rojas. Nobody out, bottom of the second, 1-0 KC. Rojas fouls it back again.
And by that particular inning I'm talking about, look, it can fluctuate from one inning to the next. Hey, I didn't have my good breaking ball this inning, but I had it last inning. Well, it's such a field pitch.
Three and 2 to Rojas. Cameron delivers. Low ball 4. That was quite an at-bat for Miguel Rojas. First and second, nobody out.
Well, how many times have we said this? Now you've got to keep the ball off the ground and avoid a double play.
The Dodgers have knocked into more double plays than anybody. Yep. 99. That's like bottles of beer on the wall. Teoscar Hernandez, 249. 11 home runs. Takes low and inside, 1-0.
Well, for Teoscar, say, look, think going up the middle, the last 7 games, it's been a struggle. Just 3 for 19.
249 on the year. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike.
There's the changeup.
Boy, he pulled the string. Like a Duncan Imperial yo-yo. 1-1. Muncy on deck. It's his bobblehead night tonight. The 1-1. Low and inside 2-1. And Cameron, he's calling his own pitches. Well, he better talk to himself.
Yeah, well, he doubled up on the changeup. Now what does he come in?
And Cameron does not overpower you, not by any stretch. Betts leads from second, Rojas from first. Cameron set and delivers. Ground ball in the hole at short. Witt makes the play in the hole. And a double play. What a play by Bobby Witt Jr. In the hole, left field grass, fired a seed to Michael Massey, the second baseman, then on to first for the double play. What a play by Bobby Witt.
Yeah, he got the ball and turned it over very quickly at second, even though the throw was to the outfield side. And the problems continue with this Dodger ball club, not able to produce with scoring opportunities.
That's the 100th double play that they've bounced into. Muncy coming up. And we're talking about Witt a couple of minutes ago. There's not a baseball skill he does not possess in the upper echelon. Glove, arm, hitting, power. And now Muncy takes way outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Generally, you'll like to lead the league in something. Double plays ain't one of them. The 1-0 as Muncy swings and misses. Here's 1 ball, 1 strike. Milwaukee 2-1. They go to the 4th down in San Diego. Muncy taking low and outside. It's 2-1. Meanwhile, Cameron about to throw his 38th pitch. And a call strike. It's 2-2.
Which is exactly the number of pitches that Skubal's thrown in the first 2 innings. 38 pitches, 26 strikes.
Betts leading off third. He began the inning with a double. He's still out there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Muncy swings and misses, and that ends the inning. Boy, this half inning has been a microcosm of what the Dodgers have been going through the last several weeks. No runs.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Line drive, base hit, center field. Got a bird. Coming around third, DeRosa's going to win the ball game. It got by Crisp. It's a walk-off whip in the bottom of the 10th.
That ball hit the bird. It deflected. The Birds are out here. It hits a bird. He goes down for the count. How about that?
This one's for the Birds.
Why is that person holding a Keith Hernandez card in their hand during the game? Are they waiting for you?
I never cared for that particular pose right there, to be honest with you. I mean, where do you sign on that card?
Right on your best feature. Keith on one side and Hernandez on the other.
I can only sign it on the Bohuncas, though.
Oh, that's a lovely signature.
Right across the boat. Look at that. It's like a tattoo.
Here in the 3rd inning. Skubal through the first 2 innings has thrown 38 pitches already. 26 of them for strikes. Kyle Isbell, left-handed hitting center fielder, takes a strike and it's 0-1. Isbell at .233. So Skubal tonight. Snell tomorrow night. How's that for a 1-2 punch? 1 ball, 1 strike to Isbell. Muncy even with the bag at third as Isbell lines one foul down the left field line. Now the 1-2. Low and inside. It's 2-2. Skubal delivers. Way outside. It's now 3-2. They've been busy in Oklahoma City of late. Glasnow, the fourth Dodgers starter to rehab down there in the past week. The 3-2. There's a looping line drive on one hop, fielded at second base by Miguel Rojas. He had more English on it than the King. But he's able to make the play, first out of the third. And now Nick Lofton, who singled to right in his first at-bat, fouls it off, and it's 0-1. So you had Glasnow down there last night. 2 2/3, 1 hit, 1 run, 2 walks, struck out 4, 47 pitches. Also working out down there in Oklahoma City this week. Snell, who's here. There's a line drive into center field. Long run for Pages. He's not going to get it. It rolls to the wall. And Nick Lofton slides in safely with a leadoff double in the third. So Lofton is 2 for 2. Snell, Bobby Miller down there in Oklahoma City now, and Gavin Stone as well. They've been busy down in OKC. 1 out, 1 on, and here's Bobby Witt Jr. Got a board on a force out in the first inning and come around to score the game's only run. Takes high and inside, 1-0.
Witt back in the lineup. He had some lower back tightness that kept him out.
Right-handed hitter stands practically upright. Close to the plate, takes a fastball high and away, and it's 2-0.
We talked about Witt. He was a runner-up for MVP American League in 24, and then I said, well, didn't quite live up to it in 25. Still hit .295 last year with 23 home runs.
That's an off year. The 2-0, it's low ball 3.
Yeah, but at 24, hit .332 with 32 home runs and knocked in 109.
And his old man sure could pitch. So it's 3-0 to Witt, with Jack Caglione on deck. 3 balls, no strikes. Skubal set at the belt and delivers. Call strike, 3-1. Coming into the game tonight, Witt in his career against Tarek Skubal, just 4 for 33, a 121 average. 3-1, 1 out, top of the third. Witt fouls it off. It's 3-2. Now the lights have had a full effect on the field in the latter stages of dusk. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Witt. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Fastball upstairs at 97. Third strikeout of the game for Skubal. Second out of the third.
Yeah, that's where Skubal is just multi-dimensional. I mean, the 97 upstairs. Witt went chasing. It's about chin high, and then everything else. The breaking ball, the changeup to go with it.
Well, you had two elite talents facing one another in that at-bat. Now here's Caglione, who's singled to center in his first at-bat. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. His single knocked in the only run of the game. Salvador Perez on deck. Here's the 0-1. Swing and miss. It's 0-2.
Sinker at 98. That had some depth to it.
Big, strong left-hander, Tarek Skubal. The 0-2 to Caglione. With 20 home runs on the year, swings and fouls it off. Well, the Royals are making Skubal work. 5 of the first 11 hitters have seen 6 or more pitches. And so he's already up to 55. And we're not finished with the third inning yet. 0-2, Caglione fouls it back to the screen. Center fielder Paez shaded over towards left center. Well, there's a lot of room in the gap in right center for the left-handed hitting Caglione. And a fly ball to deep right field, and that one is see you later. 8 rows back, Caglione's 21st home run of the year, a 2-run shot, and the Royals lead the Dodgers 3-0.
Skubal was just not able to end it with Caglione. He had him quickly 0-2, foul ball after foul ball. Caglione's already had a broken bat in this game. But that was a slider, very hittable, and boy, was it hit.
Don't mind if I do. And he did. So the Royals up 3-0. With Sal Perez stepping in. Skubal delivers, and Perez fouls it back. It's 0-1.
Skubal just the 12th home run that he has given up this year.
.410 home run. Perez bounced into a double play in his first at-bat. Now he swings and foul tips it. It's 1-2. Perez, with permission, steps out of the batter's box. Now he's back in. Skubal on 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. High fastball, that ends the inning. For the Royals, 2 runs, 2 hits. Nobody left. They lead 3-0 after 2.5.
I was in AAA, and right before the game, they said, no, you got to stop. You need to hurry up and go to Cincinnati. You're about to go play a game there. You got 45 minutes till the game starts. So I get in my car, and I start driving, and all I keep thinking about is, which jersey are they wearing that night? So when I get to the locker room, I see my jersey hung up, and love the white jerseys, just the stitching on it, the old school feel to it.
There's a storm warning in South Florida. It's the Miami Marlins.
Baseball's hottest June team, and they stay red hot this month.
The fish are flying and are officially the hottest team in baseball this month. Otto Lopez is looking extremely all-starry at short. He's among league leaders in batting average, hits, and multi-hit games.
Otto Lopez has himself yet another multi-hit day.
Right beside him, Xavier Edwards, putting up solid on-base numbers while flashing some silky smooth glove work. Throw in Liam Hicks breaking out at 27, Max Meyer emerging as one of the league's best pitchers, and Sandy Alcantara starting to regain his Cy Young form. And hey, they've already proved they can beat the best. This season, they're the only team to hand losses to aces Shohei Ohtani, Paul Skeens, and The Miz. Red flags are out in Little Havana. These Marlins are dangerous.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
Well, before we go to the bottom half of the third, we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Dodgers Audio Network. Charlie Stein, Rick Monday, Tim Neverett, Wayne McDonald. From Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles, bottom of the third, Hunter Fiducia takes a strike, 0-1. .235, couple of home runs, 12 runs batted in, takes a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2. Fiducia, then it's Ohtani and Pages. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ledger, Eric Skubal, 3 innings, 61 pitches already. There's a line drive down the left field line. It's fair. It's going to roll to the corner. And Hunter Fiducia is going to arrive at second base with a stand-up double to begin the bottom of the third.
Back-to-back innings, a leadoff double. But in that second, after the double by Benz, the Dodgers, again, just not able to pick up the run.
Now let's see what Ohtani can do. Slide to center in his first at-bat. Meanwhile, Fiducia getting a chance to play has been very impressive. Ohtani takes the ball, 1-0, curveball.
Yeah, Fiducia's been impressive on both sides, not only with the hitting that we saw tonight, but also with the receiving, the way that he has fit in nicely behind the plate.
Pages on deck. Ohtani shot to deep right center field. It is way back, and it is one hop off the wall. Fiducia will score easily, a stand-up double for Ohtani, and the Dodgers have finally gotten a run on the board. 3-1 Kansas City.
Has a better flavor to it. Exchanging places after that leadoff double. Got a breaking ball outer third of the plate, and Ohtani stayed on it. He's had a tendency to be pulling off that breaking ball, in particular from lefties, but boy, he had it dialed in.
Well, the Dodgers are on the board. Now let's see what Andy Pages can do with Ohtani at second base. Taking a strike, 0-1 at AM/PM when the Dodgers steal a base at home.
Challenging the strike.
And are not interrupted by the home plate umpire. You score a free Dodger dog in any 16-ounce Coca-Cola.
Call's confirmed. Los Angeles has one challenge remaining.
So it's 0-1. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM. Too much good stuff. Pages walked in his first plate appearance. Tried to check his swing. Went around, foul tipped it anyway. It's 0-2.
Well, that just has a bad optic. When you challenge one call and it's a strike, and then you swing at another ball that's off the plate badly.
And now it's 0-2. Pages 272, 19 home runs. He's knocked in 76, taking low and inside, 1-2. Yeah, we talk about it often. The challenge is a good idea, but when to do it? So early in the game and early in the count, can't get it back. The 1-2, Pages drills it foul down the third base line. One and two. Cameron delivers. Low and outside. 2-2. Betts led off the second with a double. Couldn't come around to score. Ledusha with a leadoff double, promptly doubled home by Ohtani, who leads off second base. The 2-2, Pages fouls it off his foot.
Well, what's the ultimate goal for a baseball fan? Well, maybe seeing it all. The MLB Journey to 30 sweepstakes, presented by T-Mobile, is the ultimate bucket list for a baseball fan. You can enter now for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Yep, all 30 of them. Real simple to do. Enter by going to MLB.com/Journey to 30 sweeps.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Andy Pages. Had a great weekend in Arizona. Won 5 for 11. And now the 2-2 from the lefty Cameron. Low ball 3. Well, the Royals were forcing Skubal to throw a lot of pitches, and the Dodgers turnabout fair play. For Pages, this will be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The 3-2, ground ball to third. Picked up by Lofton, throws to first. Pages retired. Ohtani has to stay put at second. First out of the third. And then there's Freddie Freeman. Over his last 11 games, Freeman's hitting .341.
How about for Freeman in this spot? The last 2 years, runners in scoring position, .309.
A lifetime 300 hitter. Taking the ball outside, 1-0.
Pages, one of the few times he's not really delivered either. You know, he came out hitting .328. Runners in scoring position, but that was a non-productive out that he just made.
The 1-0 to Freeman. Taking low and outside, 2-0.
So what's a non-productive out? Well, runner at second base, you're down by 2 runs. Down behind in the count early. You don't have a whole lot of options, but did not move the runner to third.
Cameron, this will be his 55th pitch already. Ground ball base hit into left field. Rounding third on his way home is Ohtani. Throw to the plate, and he is safe. Sliding in under the tag of Sanchez.
And with the ball not being cut off, Freeman winds up at second base.
So Ohtani scores. Freeman the RBI single. Goes to second on the throw. It's now 3-2. Now here's Tommy Edman. And there's a little comeback to Cameron. Soft toss to first. So Edman quickly retired. There's 2 out. Now here's Mookie. He doubled in his first at-bat. Freeman leading off second. Cameron delivers. High 1-0. Miguel Rojas is on deck. 1 ball, no strikes. Cameron deals. It's a high pop-up. It's going to come out of the sky eventually because it usually does. And Caglione makes the catch. That ends the inning. But the Dodgers score a couple. 3 hits, leave 1. It's 3-2 Kansas City after 3.
A home run for his first major league hit for Andrew Pinckney. Bang, zoom goes Pinckney sprinting around the bases.
7 scoreless for Dylan Cease. 36 scoreless in a row on the road.
10 strikeout games this year. Unbelievable.
Just a comfortable big blowout win here.
They've won 8 in a row. They are a season high 25 games over 500. It was a perfect homestand.
And we're tied made it 2. And Alex Bregman has his moment here at Wrigley.
Pete's running, throw to third base. It's a wild throw. Pete's going to score. Cubs win the ball game. Cubs win.
Base hit. This team is unstoppable. Durbin the hero. 12-11. Red Sox win it in 13.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Jensen, who flied to right in his first at-bat, leads it off here in the top of the 4th and takes high and away. 1 ball, no strikes. So through 3 innings, Skubal has thrown 61 pitches, and Cameron has thrown 58. 1-0 is a call strike. 1-1 to Jensen.
Which means bullpens are on alert already.
Speaking of which, the Dodgers made a couple of moves in the pen today. The 1-1, Jensen with a fly ball down the left field line and a foot or 2 in foul territory. The catch is made by Tommy Edman, first out of the 4th. Dodgers recalled Seth Halverson and Charlie Barnes to make room for them. Kyle Hurt, who's optioned to Oklahoma City, and Jonathan Hernandez was designated for assignment. And there's a little comeback on 1 easy hop to Skubal. Marte back to the box. There's 2 out.
Number 19, Michael Massey.
Oh, and not to be outdone, the Royals made a bullpen deal today, too. Guess who's back? Craig Kimbrell. Yeah, him. Call strike on 1. Kimbrell someday is going to go to the Hall of Fame, but he's been limping across the finish line of his career. The Royals are the 3rd team for him this season. And a swing and a miss by Michael Massey. It's 0-2. With the Dodgers, he's pitched for 11 different teams in 17 seasons and 440 career saves. 0-2. Skubal delivers. Massey swings and misses. That's the kind of inning that Skubal is accustomed to. Skubal is 5th strikeout.
Down the third base line. Sprague goes home and he hits Ronnie Smith. Now also heading home is Voigt. He's in. The ball will go over to the seats. Heading home is McLemore. And he is safe. And the ball is dropped. And the fans are furious. The Toronto Blue Jays, the world champions, have done their 1962 Mets imitation.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
To be on a card is really humbling, but also to be able to create cards. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined that this opportunity would come to me. But I always say, like, if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. I was ready for this moment to be able to create these cards to the best of my abilities and to do this project justice. And so I'm super proud to be creating cards. You know, if you asked me when I was playing in 2017 or 18 if that was going to be a thing, I couldn't have imagined.
Miguel Rojas takes high and inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Rojas walked in his first plate appearance. Teoscar Hernandez on deck and Max Muncy to follow. The 1-0 from Cameron is a call strike at the knees, 1-1.
Batter's challenging the strike.
Well, it's 1 and 1.
Calls confirmed. Los Angeles is out of challenges.
So 3 innings. It's just the beginning of the 4th. Dodgers have no more challenges left.
Well, that's just another area that the Dodgers have had weakness over the last few weeks.
The 1-1, Rojas swings and misses, and it's 1-2.
I mean, yeah. And it comes down to what Dave Roberts was saying before is, look, we need to play with more intensity.
Rojas on 1-2. Takes low and inside. 2-2.
After yesterday's ball game, he was quoted after the game over in Arizona and said, we need to play with more urgency.
Well, tonight, Pages ran into an out at third base. They've already squandered their 2 challenges. And a ground ball to short. On the second hop, Bobby Witt picks it up, throws out Rojas, first out of the 4th. Bottom of the 4th is brought to you by Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium. Visit uniqlo.com/US. Noah Cameron, in search of his 7th win of the year, facing Teoscar Hernandez, who bounced into a double play in his first at-bat. He swings and fouls it back, and it's 0-1. One out, nobody on, bottom of the 4th. Royals leading the Dodgers 3-2. Teoscar takes low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hernandez struggled in Arizona this weekend. 1 for 11. Struck out 5 times. Here's the 1-1. Call strike, 1-2. Breaking ball that was up, laid off. And now it's a ball and 2 strikes. Cameron, a rare bird these days. He tells the catcher what he's going to throw. The 1-2 is Teoscar Hernandez fouls it off to the right.
And I really find it puzzling that more pitchers do not do that. That, you know, you're dictating instead of, well, settling, if you will.
1-2 to Teoscar Hernandez. He takes in the dirt, 2-2.
Because the pitchers that are really, I think, from a mentality standpoint, have an idea on how they want to work, how they want to set up a hitter. Well, you're really in control of setting up if you're taking the signs from someone else versus you dictating.
2-2. Hernandez with a ground ball to his left. Bobby Witt picks up and throws him out. 2 sparkling defensive plays turned in by Bobby Witt tonight, and both off the bat of Teoscar Hernandez.
That covers a lot of ground. And the other part, too, is very athletic, able to turn around, plant his feet, and then the strong throwing arm. After he released it, it looked like he was going to the Statue of Liberty. He just, like, posing.
Boy, he can play. Now here's Max Muncy. Struck out swinging in his first at-bat, and he takes outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, Muncy is 0 for his last 8 with 6 strikeouts.
Hitless in 7 at-bats in Phoenix this weekend as Cameron delivers high and away, 2-0. Top of the 7th at San Diego. Brewers leading the Padres 2-1. Here's the 2-1. Muncy drills one down the right field line, but foul. And it's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Two and 1, 2 out. Muncy swings and misses, 2-2. Another changeup. That's been his bread and butter tonight. Arizona beaten up on the Rockies tonight, 7-0 in Phoenix. The 2-2 low and outside, 3-2 to Max Muncy. Hunter Fedusha is on deck. The 3-2, Muncy. Ground ball to shortstop, Bobby Witt, who's made all 3 assists here in the 4th. Nothing across. We go to the 5th. Kansas City 3 and the Dodgers 2.
Encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
It was a defensive play so iconic that we simply call it the catch.
This is the glove Willie Mays had when he made that catch. This is great.
Oakland pitcher Dave Stewart was named the World Series MVP.
It really comes from like the kings of Siam would give their courtiers white elephants, which were sacred animals.
They need to know this story. That's amazing.
Nobody can steal a base like Ricky.
I'm the greatest of all time. Thank you.
So imagine making steals in these stuff.
So these are tie cups.
These are tie cups.
So what I want to know is, were they ever swabbed for the DNA of opposing pitchers?
Roberts is no stranger to stolen bases himself.
That's what makes him special, is that everybody knew he was going to steal.
Roberts is going. Safe.
You know what they say, one great play deserves another. Go to baseballhall.org to plan your visit to the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown, New York, and catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv.
Kansas City, 3 runs and 4 hits. A run in the 2nd and 2 in the 3rd. The Dodgers with 2 runs in the 3rd. We begin the 5th with Isaac Collins leading it off. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Collins has a wide open stance, practically facing eye to eye with the pitcher, the 0-1. Taking low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Collins hitting .238. Swings and misses, 1-2.
I still find it difficult to understand how guys have that high leg kick and can time it and get the foot back on the ground. It's something that not everyone can do.
Stands deep in the box, legs spread wide apart, the 1-2, and a high fly ball, routine center field, now drifting over toward right center. Pages makes the catch, first out of the 5th.
Struble, after the home run, has been a different guy, including the last pitch that he threw in the top of the 4th inning was at 99 miles an hour.
And Michael Massey was simply overpowered. 1 out, nobody on. Kyle Isbell, left-handed hitter, bounced to 2nd in his first at-bat. And he takes a curve for a strike, and it's 0-1. Scooble, the lefty, stands on the third base side of the rubber as he delivers a swing and a foul back. 0-2 to Kyle Isbell.
Well, Scooble is doing exactly what you want that starting pitcher to do. Keep us in the game. Give us a chance to win. Well, the Dodgers, okay, they came up with 2 in the third. They missed other scoring opportunities in the game, but, you know, it's still within 1 run.
3-2, 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 5th. Scooble delivers. Just low. 1-2 to Kyle Isbell. Here comes the 1-2. Foul back to the screen.
Good pitch. Inside, right on the hands.
Right now, looking at the Dodger defense, most of them are looking at their shoes between pitches. Now heads up. Let's play. The 1-2. Fouled off to the left and out of play. Isbell, left-handed hitter. Paez shaded toward left center in center field. The 1-2. Hard ground ball foul up the first base line.
So out in front of the changeup, but everything else has been thrown hard, and that's why the defense in the outfield is the opposite way.
And they remain that way. 1-2, the pitch on the way. Ground ball to second base. Nice, easy second hop for Rojas. Soft toss to first. Isbell retired. There's 2 gone. And here's Nick Lofton. 2 for 2 tonight. A single and a double and a run scored. Lofton at 249 takes a strike. And it's 0-1. Blake Snell returns tomorrow night. They'll be facing Michael Walker. There's a ground ball foul up the third baseline. 0-2. The nano needle, which removed the bodies around his left elbow. One and 2, Lofton awaits. Scooble delivers. Fouled off to the right and out of play. Not until this year, when there were loose bodies around the elbow, they'd go cut and the recipient would be out for months. In this case, as Lofton takes low and inside, 1 and 2.
Saying he was
hit by a pitch. Not a convincing call from home plate umpire John Bacon.
Hit him on top of the right shoe.
Yep. And here's Bobby Witt Jr.
Bobby Witt Jr.
He was grounded out, struck out, and scored a run. Meanwhile, Lofton at first is examining his big toe, and he's jumping up and down to make sure it's in one piece. Witt at 282, 13 home runs. Takes low, 1 ball, no strikes. That nano needle procedure.
Now you're getting technical.
Well, you know, what they've been able to do, and it's Dr. Neil Eltrage who said, hey, these little things, we don't have to go cutting in. We can basically stick a needle in and take those bodies out that way. And it works. A 1-1. Outside 2-1.
Well, Dr. Eltrage trained under a pretty good guy to begin with, who way back when thought of another procedure to keep people on the field healthy. Dr. Frank Jobe.
And Tommy John. Here's a 2-1. Swinging a foul off to the right, 2-2. And Tommy John, just a tremendous competitor. A tale of two careers before and after the surgery. And now in ill health, and we wish nothing but the best to a truly wonderful man. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Witt takes high and away, 3-2.
Tommy John was the perfect guy because he was smart enough, disciplined enough to understand that, hey, look, it's going to be a rehab situation. He's not a guy that tried to throw it 100 miles an hour.
3-2 with 2 outs, so Lofton will be off and running from first. Skubal delivers, and Witt takes call, strike 3. He immediately taps his helmet, thinking it was
challenging strike.
Let's see. And he's right. It's a ball.
Pitch is a ball. Kansas City has 2 remaining.
It's one of those you don't want to mess with somebody like Bobby Witt Jr. For Skubal, his second walk of the game. And now the Royals have a little mound visit out there, sponsored by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
Well, we have a moment. The Dodgers, back in harness again tomorrow night, game 2 of the series. And on Wednesday, it's going to be a full night of fun with Hello Kitty and Friends. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a limited edition Hello Kitty and Friends surprise plush keychain. Come out and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
One for you, one for me.
Well, 2 for you, 2 for me. And
here's Jack Caglione. A 410-foot home run in his last at-bat in the third. He's 2 for 2 tonight. First and second with 2 out. Kansas City 3-2, hitting in the 5th. Skubal delivers a strike. 0-1. So the Royals have a rally going with a hit by pitch and a walk. And Skubal's 91st pitch. High and inside. That almost got Caglione. He has to spin out of the way. 1-1. The Padres have taken the lead in the bottom of the 7th, leading the Brewers 3-2 at Petco. Here's a 1-1. Foul back and out of play. Alex Vezia beginning to work in the Dodger bullpen. The pitch count is now getting rather oppressive. Not impressive, but oppressive. Tarek Skubal, who now steps off the rubber. Caglione got the single and the home run tonight. He's 7 for his last 10. 5 of the 7 hits, extra bases, including 3 home runs. 1-2, the pitch. Line foul to the left. So Mark Pryor keeping an eye on Vezia down in the bullpen. 1-2. High and inside. 2-2. That was near the whiskers. Salvador Perez on deck. Now the 2-2. Skubal delivers. Swung on and missed strike 3, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits. 2 left after 4.5. Royals 3, Dodgers 2.
Guess who that is? Roger McDowell.
Check him out. He has his uniform on upside down with the shoes on the hand, and it looks like he's walking on his hands. Has his cap hanging down. That's supposed to be his head. Well, the Mets really trying to turn it around. They do, however, trail in this ball game 4-0. I love that.
Eric Skubal threw 5 innings, 95 pitches. Vezzi has been warming down in the bullpen. And here's Noah Cameron. He'll be facing Hunter Fiducia. Doubled and scored a run in his first at-bat. Cameron's first delivery of the 5th, high and outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
In between innings, Dave Roberts went over and had a conversation with Skubal. And Skubal got handshakes, and Vesey just standing, not throwing right now, but standing near the mound.
The 1-0, Fiducia, fly ball, left field, routine for Isaac Collins. Makes the catch, first out of the bottom of the 5th.
So Vesey in the bullpen, and he's just waiting to get a couple of extra warm-up tosses. We'll see him in the 6th because of that pitch count you're talking about, Charlie.
That is why we occasionally bore you to death on pitch counts, especially early in the game. Come back later in the game, it'll come back to bite you. And now Ohtani on the first pitch he sees. Browns routinely to second base. On the 3rd hop, Michael Massey picks it up and throws him out, 2 gone. The Skubal goes 5 innings, 3 runs, 4 hits, 6 strikeouts, couple of walks. As Pages tries to check his swing but goes around 0-1. Pages has walked and grounded out. The 0-1 from Cameron. There's a line shot into left field, but right at a perfectly positioned Isaac Collins. They talk about barreling it up. That was hit on the schnoz. Nothing across.
comes DeLuca, closing, got it. Straight ahead, nice job by Johnny DeLuca.
Snagged nicely by Young. Thornton gets over to cover, and they get the out.
Makes a leap at the wall, and he makes the grab. A great catch by Julio.
It is a long run, and Jeremy gets there right in front of the sliding Lamont Wade Jr.
On the run is Crawford, and he makes the sliding grab.
Diving stop Nunez. From his knees, throws to Garcia in time for the out at first.
Coming on for Osuna. He lays out and makes the catch. What a play, Alejandro Osuna. Diving stop, Miggy Rowe. He's still got it. Diving stop on one hop by Turner. To his feet, throws in time.
Holy smokes.
Mitchell coming on, slides and makes the catch.
A nice play by G-Mitch out there in center field.
Halpin going back on the run at the track, leaping up, and he makes the catch. What a play by Petey Halpin.
We head to the sixth. Scooble's night is done. Enter Alex Vezia. The pitching change is brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. For Vezia, this is his 52nd appearance. 1-1, a 2.95 ERA. 40 innings, 13 earned runs, 21 hits, 54 strikeouts, 27 walks. Opponent's hitting just 149 against him. First opponent he'll be facing, Salvador Perez. Takes a strike, 0-1. Pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Perez, Jensen, and Starling Marte to hit. Now Vezia set at chest and delivers a high fly ball to left center field and deep, and by the wall, Perez is taken out of the sky by Paez.
Randy Paez had time to go over. The ball was hit so high, he had time to get underneath it. You get next to the wall, and just in case you need to go straight up, he had plenty of room to do that.
First out of the sixth, Carter Jensen, who's flied to right and flied to left, coming up. Vezia, the lefty, delivers. Swing and a foul back to the screen, 0-1. Vezia letting that beard grow. Carter Jensen, who's hitting .226, lefty to lefty. High and away, it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Vezia to Jensen, the 1-1. Swing and a foul back, and it's 1-2.
That's a serious jam shot right there. That was hit about maybe 6 inches above his top hand. It was surprising. You know, if he'd have made good enough contact for the bat to get broken.
Vezia steps off the rubber, off the mound for a moment, takes a big gulp of air. Now he steps back on the rubber, the 1-2 on the way. Call strike 3. Fastball inside corner, 2 up, 2 down. And Starling Marte coming up.
Right field, Starling Marte.
Brewers hitting in the top half of the 8th in San Diego. The Padres leading 3-2. Ball strike, 0-1 to Starling Marte. Currently, the Brewers 4 games better than the Dodgers. The 0-1. Marte with a fly ball to left. Angling toward the corner. Long run for Edman. He dives and makes a spectacular catch. Head first on the warning track by the foul line. A long way to run. And a tremendous play turned in by Tommy Edman.
Boy, did he cover some ground. Made the catch and still slid another 10 feet. What a catch.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Hank Greenberg helped popularize the first baseman's mitt, holding a massive 13-inch pocketed glove. That was quickly banned, reducing the maximum size to 12 inches. Paul Richards also developed a black hole-sized catcher's mitt. This ginormous thing, measuring 42 inches in circumference, was known as Big Bertha, or the elephant, for its massive size. It was swiftly outlawed as well.
Lombard back to the plate. Hit in the air, deep left field. Torres back. George Lombard Jr. has entered the yard and left it. His first big league hit, his first big league homer.
And the dugout's going nuts.
This is some debut. You know, you dream of this since you're a kid, and then it comes and it's all coming through.
How much more do you want to be impressed? It was an 0-2 pitch.
Freddie Freeman, then Tommy Edman, and Mookie Betts to hit in the bottom of the 6th. Kansas City, the 3-2 lead. Freeman 1 for 2, takes a ball outside, 1-0. Marte very deep in right field for the left-handed hitting Freddie Freeman. Takes outside, 2-0. How great a catch was that by Edman? He had a mile of real estate to run, made a diving catch, landed on the warning track on the sidewall. As Freeman takes a strike, it's 2-1. If it gets past Edman, then it rolls to the wall, and you're looking at 3 bases. Instead, it was the 3rd out. Wow. Freeman on 2-1. Swings and foul tips it. It's now 2-2. Tim Everett loosening up in the bullpen. He'll come join you in the 7th inning. Royals 3 runs and 4 hits. Dodgers 2 runs and 4 hits. Cameron misses low and outside. It is now 3 balls and 2 strikes to Freddie Freeman. Glad to get out of Arizona, where he's 1 for 12 this weekend. Hasn't hit a home run in 28 games. Swings and fouls it off to the left. Meanwhile, Cameron was struggling with pitch count early. And now he's about to throw his 87th. We're in the 6th inning. The 3-2 to Freeman. Bloops one into left center field for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Freddie Freeman, who's 2 for 3 tonight.
Offensively, try and get something going again.
Edman, who made that catch, now steps into the batter's box. He's 0 for 2. Takes high, 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, the other thing, Charlie, with that catch that Edman made, he was going to be on his own. Pa has never moved in center to come over and back it up, so it could have rolled around the roll. Could have been an inside the park home run.
A 1-0, Edman takes high. 2 balls and no strikes.
But big plays in one-run games, and that's an all-out effort because he understands that, look, you already gone past the point of commitment to make that dive.
2-0, Edman fouls it back. It's 2-1. There are so many ways Tommy Edman can contribute to this team or any team that he's on. Can play all over the diamond. He's a switch hitter. The 2-1 swings and misses. That is 2-2.
There's that changeup again.
Short lead for Freeman at first. The 2-2 is a ground ball to short. Witt throws to second, out at second, on to first. Double play. Second double play of the night that the Dodgers hit into. Now it's 101 on the year, and now there's 2 out.
Yeah, the Dodgers want this reviewed to call at first base.
Los Angeles is challenging the out call at first base.
You want to have another look? Let's see.
Yep, they'll get this one overturned.
Yep.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. The runner is safe. Los Angeles will retain their challenge.
That's the voice of the crew chief, Bill Miller. Umpiring at second base tonight. He's a Southern California fella, UCLA. Many years ago. Mookie Betts, 1 out of 2. Double the left, pop to first. Takes a breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-1. John Schreiber is warming up in the Kansas City bullpen. The 0-1 to Betts, way outside and high, 1-1. Looks like Jack Dreyer is now warming up in the Dodger bullpen. The ball, a strike, in and out. Betts takes a strike, 1-2, inside corner, knee high.
Changeup.
Cameron's 96th pitch. The lefty set at the belt. Tossed to first base. Back with a head first slide is Tommy Edman. Edman has stolen 3 bases, but he's been caught twice. The 1-2 to Betts. Here it comes. And down he goes. Swung on and missed, strike 3, second out of the 6th.
Well, friends, celebrate Korean Heritage Night. That's on Thursday when the Brewers are in. 7:10 start. There's a special ticket pack that you can get. Receive an exclusive Korean Heritage Night jerseys presented by Genro. Come out, join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Now Miguel Rojas, who's walked and bounced out. Royals 3, Dodgers 2. 2 out, bottom of the 6th. Edman leading off first. Rojas takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Now Rojas at 284. Takes slow, 1 ball, 1 strike. Teoscar Hernandez on deck. The 1-1 in the dirt. Blocked by Perez. 2-1. Perez someday will be in the Hall of Fame. Every pitch that is in the dirt, not only does he block it, all in one motion, he's already removing the mask as if he's ready to throw. You dare run on me. Rojas on 2-1. Cameron delivers. Low one outside. It's 3-1. For Cameron, that was his 100th pitch. Three and one. Short lead for Edman. Here's the pitch. Here's a line drive base hit into left center field. Rounding second. Edman on his way to third, being held up by Dino Ebel. And so now the Dodgers have second and third with 2 out, with a crackling line drive double for Miguel Rojas.
Rojas just continues to make contact. Well, there they are, 2 outs, yes, but the tying go-ahead run possibilities.
And that would appear to be the end of the line. But Noah Cameron gets the ball. Quintero, his manager, John Schreiber, righty coming in to face Teoscar Hernandez when we come back.
Red Sox rally caps worked. Now the Mariners with a bit of an Arabian twist. The Red Sox trying to counteract with the gloves on top of their rally caps. Mariners continue to try to find the winning fashion statement. I think these boys are tired. Deep to left field. Way back. Gone. Wake up, New England. The shaving cream does indeed work.
Well, we certainly served it up over the plate. This is a burger fit for a home run king, the 99 burger in honor of Aaron Judge. They sell a bazillion of these at Yankee Stadium. It looks pretty good. I feel like we passed the test. What about you?
I think so.
Change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. Big right-hander John Schreiber is now on in relief. His 48th appearance of the year, 0-3. 43 innings, 39 hits, 17 earned runs, 33 strikeouts, 20 walks. Opponents hitting .252 against him. And now Kyle Tucker, left-handed hitter, is going to pinch hit for the right-handed hitting Teoscar Hernandez, and Tucker has been hot lately.
Well, Tucker has faced Schreiber twice, does not have a hit.
A 7-game hitting streak for the left-handed hitter. Second and third, 2 out. First pitch way outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
And Schreiber, that 3-quarter delivery, so the fastball is going to be tailing away from the left-handed batters.
Tucker hitting .247 with runners in scoring position, but .268 with 2 outs. The 1-0, breaking ball for a strike at the knees, 1-1. The Dodgers have trailed throughout the game. Tucker with a base hit can change all that. Second and third, 2 out. Schreiber on 1-1. Tucker takes outside, 2-1. Tucker 244 on the year, 11 home runs. He's knocked in 54. Big moment of the game to this point. Here's the 2-1. Inside and low, 3-1. Max Muncy is on deck.
This is where the Dodgers have had some difficulty. Runners in scoring position. They're just 2 for 8 so far tonight.
Edman leads off third, Rojas off second. 2 out, bottom of the 6th. Kansas City 3-2. The 3-1. Tucker takes low ball 4 and the bases are loaded. And here comes Max Muncy.
It's his bobblehead night. He's faced Schreiber once and was able to have a base hit.
Bases are loaded, 2 out. Muncy's bobblehead night. He takes inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Muncy 250 with runners in scoring position, but only 165. He's got 2 outs. And that's what he's got. The bases loaded. 1-0 to Muncy, 0 for 2 tonight. Takes a strike inside corner, 1-1.
Yeah, for Max, trying to make contact right here. Get a good pitch to begin with, but he was 0 for 7 with 5 strikeouts in that series in Arizona.
The last 10 games, he's hitting just 161. All be forgotten with a hit here. Here's the 1-1. Foul back and out of play. It's 1-2.
The velocity is not that high with Schreiber, but good movement, and he got in on the hands of Max on that pitch. Fouled it off.
And that 3-quarter motion is not easy to track. Here's the 1-2. Line drive. Base hit into the right field corner. In to score is Edman. Here comes Rojas. And here comes Tucker. A bases clearing pinch hit triple for Max Muncy.
Of course it was. It's Max Muncy bobblehead night.
Dodgers now have the lead at 5-3. That awakened the Dodger dugout and this crowd of near 50,000. And here's Hunter Fiducia with Muncy leading off third. And now Fiducia asks for time from home plate umpire John Bacon.
We will credit Muncy with the double, going to third on the throw.
Details. And there's a line drive into short left field, but it's going to be caught by Isaac Collins, and that will end the inning. But Max Muncy clears the bases with a pinch hit double. Dodgers come up with 3 in the bottom of the 6th. They lead 5-3 when we come back to
the MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way, with real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Now let's check out some plays from the field that only a mother could love.
Thank you to all the mothers out there. We love you.
Too sweet.
Nicely done with the sign.
Vientos is not going to want this on his highlight reel, I'll tell you that.
Some just don't know how to catch them.
Hubba bubba and bubba.
You can even smell on his bat. Hitters are funny. Now he's talking to it.
Then Peters has some problems. Heads up. Man alive.
Look, Mom, check out these top defensive plays.
Adele leaping, and he makes the catch. He's unreal. One of his patented run-saving miracles.
Welcome to the show, kid.
Put a star on that for Jarvis.
Picked it right off the top of the grass. It was a snow cone.
That was sensational. Spectacular play by the Padres' first baseman.
He jumps and he makes the catch. P-Crow, awesome. Ryan Waldschmidt, what a diving catch. What a catch by Eli White.
How about that?
Muncy flipping the score with a bases clearing double. And the Dodgers in front now 5-3 as we start the 7th inning. Bottom of the order due up for the Royals. Michael Massey, Isaac Collins, Kyle Isbell facing left-hander Jack Dreyer, who takes over for Alex Vesia. Vesia, an inning pitched in relief, 1 strikeout. And suddenly finds himself as the pitcher of record, as the first pitch to Massey is fouled away. Massey has struck out swinging twice, once on a changeup, once on a fastball. Alex Lang, a right-hander, now warming for the Royals. Well, the stretch by Dreyer. His pitch swung on. That's to the right of second base, up the middle, and a base hit. A single for Massey, and the Royals have the leadoff man aboard in the top of the 7th inning. Shakey's Pizza Parlor, the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. 1 on, nobody out for Isaac Collins. In the 2nd inning, he struck out chasing a fastball from Tarek Skubal. And in the 5th inning, he flied to center field. Well, the first pitch to him from Dreyer is high ball 1. Rojas playing close to the bag at second. Freeman holding the runner at first. A lot of room on the right side of the Dodger infield. Muncy close to the line at third for the right-handed hitter. Just a step or two back of the bag. Pitch swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. 5 runs on 7 hits for the Dodgers. 3 runs, 5 hits for Kansas City. Outfield playing Collins straight up. He waits and the pitch. Swung on, popped him up in the infield. Hunter Fiducia looking out. Now Freddie Freeman comes in, and on the right side of the mound, he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Well, we've seen Dreyer. He's been active. This is the 5th time we've seen him over the last 8 games.
Kyle Isbell's grounded out twice to Rojas at second. 0 for 2 tonight for the Royals Royal center fielder.
His pass list is probably jammed as well. He's out of Fontana.
Not far from here. And he swings and hits a ball deep to right field. Tucker going back to the wall. He leaps. It's off the top of the wall and gone for a game-tying home run. Kyle Isbell, with his 4th home run of the season, makes it a 5-5 ball game. I mean, it hit the top of the wall. Tucker, on his way back, did not have enough space to leap up. And it hits the top of the wall and jumps out for a home run.
That's just a big sweeping breaking ball that got hit hard.
So that gets Noah Cameron off the hook. And the decisions will belong to members of the bullpen on each side now. 1 out, base is empty. Back to the top of the order, third baseman Nick Lofton, who takes a strike. Lofton's been on base 3 times, singled in the 1st, doubled and scored in the 3rd, and was hit by a pitch and was stranded in the 5th. 2 for 2 tonight. Right-handed batter takes low. 1 ball and 1 strike to the leadoff man Nick Lofton. Royals 49-70. Not the season they expected at all, especially when it comes to games on the road. They are 20-40 on the road. But in a 5-5 tie right here as we are early in the 7th inning.
The Royals not a home run hitting team. They're 23rd of all teams with home runs.
2-1 pitch. That's up high. Well, they've got 2 tonight.
Yep.
Caglione had the 2-run shot in the third.
Yeah, 122. The Dodgers are 7th with 151.
It seems lately, Mo, like somebody has primarily turned down the power with the Dodgers. They've not hit as many home runs as they normally do.
No, the power has swung over to the other side.
Pitch up high, ball 4, and that'll put Lofton aboard for the 4th time tonight. A 1-out walk and more traffic on the bases for Kansas City. Mark Pryor's going to come out, and the Dodger pitching coach will have a word with Jack Dreyer. This mound visit brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Well, those 2 runs allowed by Jack Dreyer match the same number of runs he's allowed in his 19 previous appearances combined. But he was right place, right time the other night, Saturday night in Arizona, as he picked up the save in that 2-1 extra innings win for the Dodgers. And he started that game-ending double play. So Bobby Witt Jr. 0 for 2 with a walk. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first, stole a bag, and scored. So Witt batting from the right side. He has certainly proven he can defend tonight. We've already seen that throughout his career, but he's put his glove on display tonight as well. Rojas playing up the middle. There goes the runner from first to second. Throw down by Fiducia, too late.
Yeah, no chance for Fiducia. I mean, it was a big lead. He's leaning towards second base. And at the first movement, he was off and running.
That's just the 2nd stolen base this season for Lofton.
If he did that all the time and had that much time from the pitcher, he could steal 100.
Dreyer looks back at second base, and the pitch. Witt fouls it back. 0-2 to Bobby Witt Jr.
You know, we talk about the Dodgers. They have been struggling. I mean, since the 5th of July, 11-17. They've dropped 8 of the last 9, 15 of 24. If you've got a checkbox on different areas, defense, base running, hitting, boy, you could put a lot of check marks on the board on what they have not done sufficiently.
0-2 pitch. Ground ball wide of first. Might have cracked his bat. Yep, he's going to get a new piece of lumber. And heading back to second base is Nick Lofton, who represents the go-ahead run on the top of the 7th. 5-5 game. Dodgers pulled in front with a 3-run bottom of the 6th. And now time to start over when they come to the plate in the bottom of the 7th. Ohtani, Pages, Freeman due up, top of the order. 0-2 to Bobby Witt Jr. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a high fastball at 96. Witt strikes out for the 2nd time.
It's the 2nd time also that Witt has chased a pitch up around his chin.
Back in the 3rd inning, he struck out on a similar pitch from Tarek Skubal. A 2-man out, and here's Jack Caglione. It was a 9-game hitting streak after his RBI base hit in the 1st inning. He's got 3 runs batted in the ball game. 2-run homer in the 3rd. Left-handed hitter. Swings, fouls it back. He took a big cut. When we first saw Caglione come on the scene, he was playing right field for the Royals. Vinny Pasquantino was doing most of the first base work at that time. And the 0-1 to Caglione. Swinging a hard ground ball to first, scooped up by Freddie Freeman. He'll run down the chalk line, step on the bag for the 3rd out. 2 runs come in on the home run by Kyle Isbell. Stretch time at Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium, middle of the 7th. The score, the Dodgers.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game, these games, all the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams, and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Can add on to this 2-0 lead as he faces the left-hander King. 1-2 pitch, and he drives it deep to center. Adelson Sanoja to the wall. He goes leaping. That is gone! Dead center Matt Olson has been crushing the baseball since the break. And that is his 32nd home run of the year. RBI number 70. How about 422 feet to the deepest part of the yard?
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Pitcher for the Royals as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning in a 5-5 ball game. It is right-hander Alex Lang taking over. Lang takes over for John Schreiber, who got the last out in the bottom of the 6th. 45th appearance for Lang. The right-hander's 1-6 with an inflated earned run average of 6.11. And Ohtani will lead off. Shohei 1 for 3 with an RBI double and a run scored. First pitch to Shohei, in for a strike. Ohtani, Pages, Freeman against Alex Lang. And the 0-1 pitch out of the stretch. Way up high and away. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, Lang ready to go from the belt. Right-handed kicks and delivers. And Ohtani lines it into left center, a base hit. Boy, a rocket that just kept on climbing. Bobby Witt Jr. went to the top rung on the ladder, and it was just too tall for him. So Ohtani's got his second hit, and the Dodgers have the leadoff man aboard and the go-ahead run on. Bottom of the 7th, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Andy Pages is 0 for 2 with a walk. And he looks at a ball low.
Well, maybe good news for the Dodgers, who have hit into a large truck full of double plays this year already, including 1 tonight. Well, Lang has not induced a ground ball double play yet.
Pages fouls it back. Well, see what happens. Lang worked last Thursday against Minnesota. Had a scoreless 7th inning in that ball game.
Is there trouble also, Tim, with close and late situations in games? It's only one reliever in baseball has a higher ERA in spots like this.
2-1 pitch to Pages from Lang with Ohtani off of first, swinging a foul back.
Ball away in an attempt to hit it through that big hole in the right side of the infield.
Well, Lang has allowed a base runner to reach in each of his last 9 outings, including tonight. Going back over a month to the 8th of July. That's tied for the longest streak of his career, but it's a lot of innings in a row, or a lot of outings in a row, we should say, to allow base runners. Throws to first, and Ohtani dives back safely. Two balls and 2 strikes, nobody out. 5-5, bottom of the 7th. And the pitch high and in. Slider. And it's 3-2 to Pages. Ohtani gets into his lead, held on by Caglione. Second baseman Massey close to the bag over there. There goes Ohtani. 3-2, strike 3 called on the inside corner. No challenges. Andy wanted a challenge, and he doesn't like the call. Ohtani will end up at second base with one out. And Freddie Freeman coming up.
Well, it was Fajes who burned one of the challenges earlier, and that was well off the plate. But the Dodgers did not have a challenge. That would have been overturned. That wasn't really even close.
Every computer angle we've seen, television and computer, showed that it was way off the plate, inside. And now Freeman, who's got 2 hits tonight, 2 for 3, 2,564 career hits, takes ball 1. Ohtani off of second, 1 out. Lang delivers. At the knees, a called strike. 1-1 to Freddie Freeman. Both of Freddie's hits have gone the other way to left field. Bobby Witt Jr. shading the bag at second with Ohtani leading over there, so there's some room. And the pitch outside and low. 2 balls and 1 strike. The last 17 hits that Freddie has had, all singles, which is unusual. And in the 3rd inning, he had a base hit, went to second on the throw, and a strike called. And that was when Ohtani came in to score.
Freeman thought that ball was off the strike zone.
Now 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out. Lang checks the runner at second. Ohtani leads. And the kick and the pitch. It's in the dirt, blocked by Perez. Kansas City with single runs in the 1st and the 3rd. The Dodgers got 2 in the 3rd, 3 in the 6th. Royals picked up 2 more in the top of this inning. 3-ball, 2-strike pitch to Freddie Freeman. And Freddie swings, rips it on the ground, right field, a base hit. They're going to send Ohtani. He comes around third. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's off the mark. Ohtani scores down to second. Freeman is out trying to extend, but the run comes in and the Dodgers take a 6-5 lead. An RBI single for Freddie Freeman. His 2nd run batted into the ballgame.
Not a great throw either, and Marte was rather shallow when he fielded that ball. Freeman actually hit a breaking ball that was down out of the strike zone. But for Marte, charged the ball, not a strong throw. Perez came out in front of the plate, knowing the ball was going to be offline.
And the pitch to Tommy Edman is low, ball 1. So it'll be 9-2-6 on the putout of Freeman at second base. 2 men out, base is clear, swing and a miss. Edman, switch hitter, batting left-handed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tommy reached on a fielder's choice twice tonight. Once he scored, and then grounded out back to the pitcher in the 3rd inning. And Tommy takes low again. 2 balls, 1 strike.
So how big was that stolen base by Ohtani? Got him into scoring position.
Freddie Freeman with his 6th 3-hit game in his last 17 games. 2-1 pitch. Edman takes a strike at the knees. And now that the Dodgers have no more challenges left, you're seeing some reactions at the plate from the Dodger hitters. They don't like what John Bacon is calling. 2-2, and there's a ground ball up the middle, a base hit. Edman is aboard with 2 out, his first hit of the night. And Mookie Betts 1 for 3 with a double. Betts hadn't had a double in a while before tonight. His first plate appearance in the 2nd inning resulted in the 2-base hit down the left field line. Edman leads. Lang throws, and there's a shot toward the middle, and a backhand short hop stop by the second baseman, Michael Massey. Gets up, touches second base, and that is the force out that retires the side on a tough.
Junior Caminero will be followed by Liam Hicks and Chandler Simpson in the third.
Oh, and there it goes. Way, way, way up into the air. And Camadero's got his third home run in Colorado. 3-0 Rays on a daytime moonshot. Oh, his 33rd. I'd love to know what the hang time was on that baseball. I mean, it was in the air forever.
Split, floats, junior belts. I don't think Sugano even looked back. He knew on contact.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
To see all this excitement around what I love to do growing up, it's crazy.
What's your favorite thing about this whole event so far?
The fusion of sports, entertainment, and cards.
That's awesome.
Because to me, cards have always been entertainment, and they're getting their just dessert now.
I shut them down. I shut them down.
Top of the 8th inning brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, good times. 6-5 Dodgers, top of the 8th. Tanner Scott, the lefty, comes on the pitch. Facing Perez, the catcher, who takes a strike. Perez is 0 for 3 and into a double play in the first, struck out in the third, and flying to center in the 6th. So Tanner Scott takes over. It has been a corral of left-handers working tonight for the Dodgers. Skubal, Vesia, Dreyer, and now Tanner Scott. 0-1 pitch. Swung on, and that is fouled behind him. It's 0-2. Jose Cuas is warming, a right-hander for Kansas City. And he would pitch in the bottom of the 8th inning. And Jack Dreyer is now in the right spot to get a decision if the Dodgers can hold this lead now. They kick the pitch. It's inside to Perez. 1 ball and 2 strikes. There was a video out recently on Salvi Perez around his neighborhood. He was out and he saw some kids in their yard playing wiffle ball, and he stopped over and asked if he could play and got in the neighborhood wiffle ball game. Don't see that much anymore. Here's a 1-2. Swing and a foul down the right side, now to play. When the teams were all in New York, especially the old Brooklyn Dodgers, used to hear of players in the neighborhood when they're walking to work or whatnot. They'd stop and play stickball with the kids, but just don't see that anymore.
Yeah, first base would be behind that white car, and second base would be behind over there, behind the fire hydrant.
There's a hot shot on one hop, chest high to Mookie Betts, sets his feet, long throw to first, off the mark. Freeman grabs it down the line and tags Perez for the out.
Something about Mookie Betts, he's fielded the ball very well. His throws have not been accurate because he's not really setting his feet to make the throw, and he's throwing from that almost a sidearm, kind of a toss over, and Freeman has saved his bacon a lot.
Remember last year when we talked a lot about the work that he did 2 off seasons ago with Troy Tulowitzki, former Rockies and Blue Jays shortstop, who had one of the strongest arms in the game. Swinging a foul away by Carter Jensen, the designated hitter, who'll more than likely catch tomorrow. But we saw more of that kind of a throw, the throw that Tulowitzki used to make. And one thing that Mookie talked about that he learned was charging the ball, shortening the distance from where he'd release the ball to where
the first baseman was. And have more of a touch throw rather than try to, throw it like a cannon. 1-1. Missed on the outside edge. Fiducia held it there thinking it was a strike, but can't challenge, none left. But we're not seeing that Tulowitzki type throw that we used to see a little more often last year out of Betts. 2-1. And that pitch had to be a strike, but it's called a ball. And on the computer, it's a strike.
Yes.
And by a lot.
It's been a mysterious strike zone here. Yeah. Well, in the bottom of the 7th and here in the top of the 8th.
So the count is 3-1. Now it's 3-2. A foul ball off to the left and out of play. I think it's probably happened to you too. It's happened to me. The ABS, we've adjusted with it. And you can see pretty much from the seat you sit in pretty often what's a ball and what's a strike. And there were a couple of them that looked like strikes that were, but called balls. It's just how it used to be, I guess. But we expect perfection now with the computer helping out. Here's a 3-2. And that one called ball 4. Computer says strike on the corner. So it will be a walk to Carter Jensen. 1 on and 1 out. Here is Starling Marte. Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. Well, Tyler Tolbert now running at first base for Jensen. Pinch runner for the Royals. Pitch to Marte, cut on and missed. Marte had one of those rare feats that very few big leaguers get to experience. When he made his major league debut, he was with the Pittsburgh Pirates, and his very first game was against their then divisional opponent, the Houston Astros, when they were in the National League. Another swing and a miss. And a rookie pitcher was pitching against him, Dallas Keuchel, a left-hander. Trying to make a comeback, actually, in the A's organization. But the very first pitch of the ball game, with Marte leading off, the first pitch that Marte saw in the major leagues, he hit out to left center in Houston. That was his first home run and the first pitch he saw. 0-2. Swung on, fisted foul back and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out and 1 on, 6-5 Dodgers. Padres have wrapped it up down south. They have beaten Milwaukee 3-2. Brewers now 74-45. Marte hits a comebacker to Scott. He throws to second one. Rojas the turn. Stretch. Double play. 1-4-3. And that ends the top of the 8th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We head to the home half.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Josh Lowe comes sliding in to make the catch.
That is an incredible catch. How low can Josh Lowe go?
Line drive center field. Caught! But Ernie Clement! Wow! Ernie Clement soaring through the air.
Coming in and making the play. How about it?
Oh, was sinking and knuckling with the glove just above the grass, kind of reaching behind him almost to his left.
Right off the end of the bat. Look at Torrey. Catch it. Throw it. Double play. He is a wizard out there. Kelly gets the wave. The throw from Straw. He's out. They just keep finding a way.
Diving catch by Nunez on the edge of the outfield grass ends the inning. What a play.
So I think he's quite sick of Nasim Nunez.
Ryan Walshfit going to give it a look near the wall. And he's got it. The juggling catch by Ryan Walshfit.
Sliding to make the catch is Jackson Merrill.
That kid can cover some ground.
Jose Quas takes over in the bottom of the 8th inning. Miguel Rojas will lead off against him. Dodgers with a 6-5 lead. Out hitting Kansas City 10-6. Freddie Freeman, a 3-hit night, 2 runs batted in. Ohtani 2 for 4 with a run batted in, a stolen base, and 2 runs scored. Quas bent over at the waist, dangling his right arm like a pendulum, side to side, back and forth. Red leather glove up against his chest as the right-handed hitting Rojas digs in. Miguel 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. He's also walked, and he takes inside ball 1. Quas was out of professional baseball during the pandemic. Living in Brooklyn near his family. Oh, bunt dropped down to third, and a nice one will go foul. Oh, boy. Nick Lofton charged, and he took a chance. He let it go, and it did indeed take a turn and go foul, but a surprise bunt from Rojas. Tried to catch him there.
That's why when you come on to a new field, you want to know if you're the first or third baseman. Does the ball roll foul territory? Does it have a tendency to stay in fair territory? Because some of the fields are sloped purposely, maybe to the advantage of the home team, including the height, the cut of the grass. Do you want a fast infield or a slow infield with your offense?
Stretching the 1-1 pitch to Rojas. Lets it go low and away.
Or high and low grass, depending upon your defense, too. If you don't have an infield that covers a lot of ground physically, you might want to let the grass go a little bit higher.
Quas 2-1 delivery to Rojas. Swung on, popped up, first base side. Caglione drifts over the line into foul territory. He'll reach up, make the catch, and there's one out. Kyle Tucker on his way.
Hey, friends, looking ahead. How about this bobblehead? Clayton Kershaw bobblehead night Friday against the Brewers. 7:10 start for the first 40,000 fans in attendance. You'll take home this very exclusive Kershaw bobblehead. Presented by Snapcheck. Getting choked up already. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Memories?
Yeah, memories.
Like the corner of my mind. Misty watercolored memories. About the way we were.
Yeah. You're making me tear up.
0-1 to Kyle Tucker. Fouled the first pitch off. 6-5 Dodgers. 1 out. Nobody on. Bottom of the 8th. Pitch from Quas. A little high to Tucker. Tucker walked as a pinch hitter in the 6th and sped around from first base and scored on Max Muncy's double. Max Muncy's 3-run double. And the 1-1 pitch. Tucker lets it go. He's talking about Quas. Well, home plate umpire.
Catcher's challenging the ball.
John Bacon taking his time to let us know. Salvi Perez with the challenge.
Call's confirmed. Kansas City has 1 remaining.
And that challenge is out the window. So it'll be 2-1 to Tucker. Now, talking about Quas. Living in Brooklyn with his family during the pandemic, didn't have a baseball job. And he had pretty much resigned himself to the fact that it was over. And he was delivering packages for one of the major delivery companies. This ball is flared into shallow left center field. Backpedaling to shortstop Bobby Witt. He'll make the catch. 2 out. But his brother, Alex, younger brother, Alex, said, hey, look, you still got something here. So let's go about and play catch. And in the freezing cold, they'd go out. There might be just a single light. They'd go out to a park, play catch, and Quas ended up throwing to him. And got good enough and confident enough. Ended up getting signed again. And here he is pitching in the big league. After being a delivery driver. Swing and a miss by Muncy. Muncy 1 for 3, struck out twice. Edwin Diaz warming for the Dodgers in the bullpen. He'll have the 9th. It'll be the bottom of the order up for Kansas City. 0-1 pitch. A little hesitation move there by Quas. A little double pump with the leg. That's the first time we've seen that.
And Louis Tiant.
Interesting. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. Muncy bounces it foul wide at first. Goes off the end of the first base dugout. Tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress, but there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. 1-2. Muncy waves and strikes out for the third time tonight. A 1-2-3, bottom of the 8th. We go to the 9th, and Edwin Diaz trying to save this one for Jack Dreyer. Get the Dodgers back in the win column. After 8 full, it's the Dodgers 6, Royals 5.
Hey, it's Andre here. Back to school is here, and that means getting back into routines and packing lunches. At Superior Grocers, we make it easy with fresh fruits, crisp veggies, and soft, freshly baked bread that makes every sandwich better. And don't forget a little treat, a cookie or some pan dulce goes a long way at lunchtime. Make mornings simple and shopping smarter. Download the Superior Grocers app for weekly ads and digital deals. Superior Grocers. Quality, variety, and value.
Now more than ever, let's uplift and strengthen our communities by supporting mental health awareness. The Dodgers are proud to partner with the LA County Department of Mental Health to make sure we let the people in our lives know that they're not alone. Hope, recovery, and well-being are just a phone call away. If you need help or want to find resources near
How do you go from a triple play to a two-way star through a bracelet and the babe? Find out on Hall of Fame Connections.
This story starts way back in the early 20th century.
We have a couple things out here for the first acknowledged unassisted triple play. And Cy Young said, Neil, where are you going? He said, 3 outs.
Neil Ball had a fairly short career as a big leaguer, but continued playing in the minors, where he encountered true baseball royalty.
Now we're going to connect to Babe Ruth.
He dominated the game like no one else had before, both across the country and around the world.
I'm holding Babe Ruth's back.
During a 1934 baseball barnstorming tour of Japan, Ruth faced 17-year-old pitcher Eiji Sawamura. Sawamura became a hero in Japan, and the Nippon Professional Baseball League's version of the Cy Young Award bears his name. Maeda won the award in 2010 and again in 2015, when the runner-up was Shohei Ohtani.
First pitch crushing! Oh, man!
Leg bar. Today, 13th appearance for Edwin Diaz, 2-1 the record. 5 saves and 8 opportunities. The 3 blown saves matches total from the entire season last year with the Mets. He's also allowed 12 runs, which also matches his entire total runs allowed from last season. So that stuff out of the way. Looking for a positive result here in a 6-5 Dodger lead. Started the 9th with a strike on Michael Massey, left-handed hitting second baseman. Massey 1 for 3, singled and scored in the 7th. Other than that, he struck out twice. 263 hitter. Diaz ready to fire, and he throws it inside for a ball. Glances off the glove of Fiducia. So a new baseball will be put in the game. 1 ball and 1 strike to Massey. Well, Diaz at home, it's a different story when he comes in the game, certainly atmosphere-wise. With the song Narco by Timmy Trumpet blaring and the fans on their feet. It is a pretty cool atmosphere when he comes in. We first saw that in Seattle. That's where it began. And this one is fouled away down the left side. In fact, it was the Mariners director of marketing at the time, a gentleman by the name of Greg Green, who came up with the idea. He had a few different songs in mind for walk-in songs, and he presented them to Edwin. Pitches up high, and Diaz chose this one, and it started in Seattle. It carried over in New York. I remember, was it 2 seasons ago, I think, Mo? You and I were there when Timmy Trumpet was there to play it live. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Got him with a slider. And there's 1 out in the 9th.
And that slider, the last number of outings we've seen from Diaz, has not been real sharp. This one, a good one and good location. In on his hands, we've seen a lot of them, including just the other night, in the middle of the plate.
Switch hitter Isaac Collins, he'll bat left-handed. He's 0 for 3. Strikeout victim, flying to center, popped up to first. The pitch, a little high, ball 1. 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Diaz was the winning pitcher on Saturday night. He got the decision in extra innings. Dreyer got the save. Now he's trying to reverse it here tonight. He fires a strike in, 1-1. He can pick up the save. Dreyer will get the win. In on the grass at third is Muncy. Up the middle, Betts. Pitch. Swung on, hit in the air to center field deep. Going back after it is Andy Pages calling for it. He's on the track. He's got it for out number 2. 2 down, 1 to get in the top of the 9th inning. Center fielder Kyle Isbell, who hit a 2-run home run last time up in the 7th, is the last hope for the Royals tonight. And Edwin Diaz trying to put him down and give the Dodgers win number 71. Fans on their feet now, rising. And the pitch inside to the left-handed hitter. 1 ball and no strikes. Stretch, kick, and the pitch. Strike call. Fastball at 98. And Edwin wants time. He's going to tie the laces on his right spike. And he's all set with that. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 down, bases empty. Game 1 of a 3-game set. Same time tomorrow night for game 2. Here's the pitch. Outside corner for a called strike. 98 paint on the corner. 1 strike to get. Diaz set at the belt. The Dodger right-hander throws. Swung on, ground ball to first. Freeman's got it, runs down the chalk line, steps on the bag, and the ball game is over. And the Dodgers take game 1, 6-5. They go to 71 and 48. The Royals drop to 49 and 71. Victory for the Dodgers here tonight. A 6-5 winner. Rick and I are back to wrap it up in just a moment.
Let's talk about Galpin Mazda, number 1 in California. Dan Sturkle is their general manager. He wants you to be comfortable and shop and buy from home. Now, he wants you to come in and say hi. I mean, ultimately is what he wants. Hop off that 405 at Roscoe. But as the number 1 volume Mazda dealer in California, he understands that time is of the essence. So why not check out GalpinMazda.com. Browse from over 300 Mazdas ready for immediate delivery. Those award-winning SUVs like the one I drive, the CX-90 PHEV that gets 40 miles to the gallon for a 7-passenger vehicle. Get your price, choose your finance terms. They'll deliver it right to you. It's GalpinMazda.com.
The Los Angeles Dodgers great.
From South Korea, just the 3rd. There's a swing and a miss. Royce Lewis, one of the hottest hitters going in the big league, strikes out, and Miz has his first K. 2 outs in the 1st. And a swing and a miss. 104.
Struck him out swinging. 104 with a fastball, and he K's a pair of twins in the opening inning.
Comps to Mizorowski with the extreme fastball. There's a swing and a miss. Another heater, and he gets his 3rd strikeout.
And this one in the zone, down and in. Clemens just could not get to it underneath.
17 consecutive fastballs he's thrown.
The 0-2 pitch, and he got it looking. A fastball at 103 on the inside edge. Strikeout number 8 on the afternoon for Miz. He sits the Twins down in order in the top of the 4th. We go to the bottom of 4. It's 1-0 Milwaukee on the Brewers Radio Network.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is, you know, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
You know, sitting beside Mike in the clubhouse, he's
He's a huge card guy. Just watching him go through boxes and boxes of cards, I kind of got a little bit of the edge. You rip a pack and you just kind of get what you get and see what you see.
Yeah, so see what we got. Jose Romero.
That stolen base was huge, and so was the fact that Freddie Freeman with the 2 RBIs. One in the third, another one in that 7th inning. Shohei Ohtani, that RBI double in the third was big. Max Muncy on his bobblehead, of course he came through and cleared the bases. Bases were loaded, hit the double, went to third on the throw home. But the Dodgers still made some mistakes. There was a terrific defensive play also by Tommy Edman from the Dodgers side. But, they ran into an out. Baez early in the ball game with 2 outs ran into the out at third, and still not quite as sharp. But as Dave Roberts is saying, and I think the message maybe got through, he says, look, we need more intensity. And there was an air of more intensity in tonight's ball game. And for Skubal, he did what you want. The pitch count was high, and that shortened as far as the number of innings. But he gave his ball club an opportunity to win. And then the bullpen came in and did a very good job in shutting down some threats by this Kansas City Royal Ball Club, who they seem to get some wind in their sails, and they have a lot of different dimensions. They're in last place in the Central Division American League, but they showed they got some speed. They steal bases. They do some other things. So this is a very good game, obviously. Game 1 back home to put into the victory column.
Bobby Witt can play defense.
Yes, he can. He can also hit. He can play the game very well, and he can steal bases.
He is a good player. Anyway, he's back at it tomorrow with the Royals against the Dodgers in Game 2 as the Dodgers will go for the series win. It's also going to be Blake Snell night on the mound as he makes his return following 3 months on the injured list. Snell 0-1. He will oppose veteran right-hander Michael Wacha. Wacha, the former Cardinal, 5-8 with a 3.44 earned run average. That's a pitching matchup tomorrow night. So back-to-back nights for the Dodgers where they have 2-time Cy Young winners making the start. That'll do it for us from here for now. Join us tomorrow for Game 2 of this 3-game set against Kansas City. Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck begins at 6 p.m. with the first pitch at 7:10. The Navien Dodgers Clubhouse Show with David Vassegh is coming up next. Final score, Dodgers win it 6-5. For Rick Monday, Charlie Steiner, Dwayne McDonald, and Colin Yee back in the studio. I'm Tim Neverett saying good night from Uniqlo Field at Dodgers Stadium. We'll talk to you again tomorrow. And stand by. The postgame show is next.
Dan Patrick.
He's Kirk Herbstreit. The SEC has, for the last 3 years, watched the Big Ten cash in and win championships.
Yeah.
Like, at what point is there panic in the SEC?
I think the Big Ten is 6-2 against the SEC in the last 2 years. I think the Big Ten has proven to do a better job of keeping their players more invested to the finish line. I feel like SEC players are like,
I am out of here.
Weekdays at 6 a.m. on air at AM 570 and streaming on the free iHeartRadio app.
It's time for Dodgers baseball with Tito's Handmade Vodka. Which means it's time to grab an ice-cold Tito's and lemonade and cheer on our boys with a cocktail that bats 1,000. This season, paint the town blue with Tito's, America's favorite vodka for America's favorite pastime. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Hey, LA baseball fans, get ready to score an unbeatable deal from Daniel's Jewelers. To celebrate the season, Daniel's Jewelers is giving every fan 50% off a single retail price item. Don't miss out. Score your 50% off instantly. Whether you want stunning diamonds or gold, grab this offer before it disappears. Lock in your 50% off coupon at danielsjewelers.com/baseball. danielsjewelers.com/baseball. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
Toyota's national sales event is here to keep summer going. Get great deals on Toyota's most efficient lineup of hybrids, plug-in hybrids, and electric vehicles. Like the RAV4 hybrid or plug-in hybrid with the power and capability to take you farther. Prius hybrid or plug-in hybrid, offering tech and efficiency for every adventure. Or all-electric BZ with the range to extend your summer play. We make it easy. Toyota. Let's go places.
Everything you need to find your perfect Toyota is right at your fingertips at Toyota.com. Explore our full lineup of vehicles. Compare features side by side. Search our available inventory. You can even find the best local offers. Everything you need is just a few clicks away on Toyota.com. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
This has been LA Dodgers baseball.
A.B. Smith with a smash in the air to deep left field. This ball is out of here!
We are back-to-back champions!
They understand the assignment.
Never take for granted.
They have the greatest player of a generation.
The era of Dodger baseball you're living through.
Like the best player we've ever seen.
Ohtani stays on one!
LA Dodgers baseball has been brought to you by First 5 California. Give your child a stronger start at first5california.com. Jacoby and Myers, justice for you since 1972. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change. Ford Motor Company, Corona, La Playa awaits. And by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Don't miss a moment of world champion Dodgers baseball all season long on the LA Dodgers Audio Network.
Living on the edge is where you thrive, and Toyota takes you there with Tacoma, Tundra, 4Runner, Land Cruiser, and Sequoia. From crystal blue lakes to open plains, Toyota vehicles are built for the ones who pack courage, not maps, the wild at heart. Because we know it's not the destination that drives you, it's seeking the uncharted that completes you. Wherever your horizon leads, we got you. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Toyota makes the vehicles, you make it yours. With Toyota's line of accessories, from lift kits to suspension upgrades, modify your Toyota truck or SUV to suit your off-road dreams. We partner with leading brands like ARB, Rigid, Rhino, and more, so you can customize with confidence. Visit your local dealer for warranty custom work or shop online at toyota.com/accessories. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
This is the LA Dodgers Audio Network.
We're the Dodgers. We expect to win every year. We plan to win.
The game is in the books.
They have the guts to go for it.
Obviously, Shohei's the greatest player we've ever seen.
But now, Navien Dodgers Clubhouse begins.
This is our journey, our trek.
I mean, the Dodgers should be emulated across baseball.
It's a home run for Ohtani. Oh, it's a big-time show.
Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Verizon Wireless. Asahi Super Dry Beer embodies the refreshing taste of modern Japan. Go beyond the expected.
The Dodgers Dynasty!
And now your host, Dodger insider David Bassett.
We are live at Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium after the Dodgers defeat the Royals 6-5. Our guy, Freddie Freeman, just another night at the office, 3 hits and the go-ahead RBI to score Shohei Ohtani. Could you feel this crowd trying to will you guys to this win?
Yeah, that was an incredible atmosphere on a Monday night in August, a packed house. Muntz with the big hit that we needed. It was just a good game, going back and forth, countering when they were scoring runs. We came back, so that was a good win.
How big was it for Muncy to deliver in that situation for you guys?
Oh, it's huge. We needed that hit. We've been grinding at the plate for about 10 days, needing that big hit, and Muntz got it going, and we were able to score one more run after that, and our bullpen shut it down.
I know you have a great appreciation for what happens before. How big was it for Ohtani to get on for you, and how big was it for Tucker to draw that walk ahead of Muncy?
Oh, that's huge. There's the little things that help win games. Also, Shohei stealing the base. If he doesn't steal a base, we probably don't score a run there. So it's the little things. 90 feet in this game are huge, and Shohei getting that stolen base was huge. And obviously, Kyle pinch hitting is one of the hardest things to do in this game, and put up in a great at bat.
I'll leave you with this. Tony Gwynn smiling from heaven. Your second hit, 6-hole. Nobody was there. Tony Gwynn is smiling down.
Yep. They left the hole open for me, and I tried to get it, and I was able to get one.
Thanks a lot for stopping, Freddie. I love the big smile.
Thank you, David. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Thank you. There he goes, Freddie Freeman. 3 hits tonight, the go-ahead RBI in the 7th inning, and the Dodgers beat the Royals 6-5. The Dodgers win. That means Cars for Kids win too. We're making a donation to Cars for Kids. You should too. Donate your old car today at 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K. When we continue from Uniqlo Field at Dodger Stadium, we'll get to